Hello and welcome to our latest unboxing video. I'm Eliza here at the Hatfield Public Library. I have kind of a crazy box because I have the last of the fiction from the last video when there were just too many in one box, and then I have some DVDs, and then I have nonfiction. So hopefully I won't end up in the situation where I have too many in one box again. We just really want to get a lot of books out on the shelf. So we have Amy Bloom's I'll Be Right Here, a novel, sort of a still life on the cover, One Apricot, an intimate novel about unconventional family. So this is about a woman who immigrates from Paris to New York after World War II. Her brother joins her in Manhattan, and then she has two sisters, so they're a foursome, and it seems like it's just a family saga about their life. Etiquette for Lovers and Killers. Ooh, not messing around with that title. This is by Anna Fitzgerald Healy. And what are the chances of receiving a love letter and an engagement ring from a perfect stranger only to see the same woman murdered on the very next day? Takes place in 1964. It says the world of Jello salads. These Days by Lucy Caldwell. Ooh, I really like this sort of painting on the cover, set in April 1941 in Belfast. Oh, it's funny. This reminded me of another Irish novel I read, and then the cover is a very similar style. I can't think what the name is, but we read it for book club. Oh, Trespasses. That was so good. So this is another, sounds like a similar setup with historical fiction set in Ireland. This one a little farther back during Belfast during World War II. David Rosenfelt, Dogged Pursuit. So this is the prequel to the Andy Carpenter series, Mysteries. So if you are enjoying this series, you probably want to find out what happened before it started. We have a new Brad Thor, Edge of Honor. A Family Matter by Claire Lynch. That cup is going to fall off the table. I feel like some people might get a little stressed out by that cover, this cover. But that's probably a good sign if you're evoking emotion just with your cover. So 1982, Dawn is a young wife and mother penned up in the expectations of her time and place when she meets Hazel, I think, who must be a love interest. And then 2022, huh. So it sounds like two different timelines. Just family and life. We have a new Freida McFadden, Do Not Disturb. Nice lightweight paperback. I'm sure it is a page turner. And we have the Bombshell by Darrow, Farr. This has a historical fiction vibe. Let's see. Oh, Corsica, 1993. I guess 1993 is historical fiction now. So in the sun-drenched Mediterranean, 17-year-old Severin Guimard is counting down the days until graduation. She's the pampered French-American daughter of a politician, and then she's snatched off her bike by a militant who takes her for ransom. Wow. Okay. I think that's it for the fiction. I'm grabbing all the DVDs. So we have Diane Warren, Relentless. This is a groundbreaking documentary that reveals the unique genius of a woman who shaped an entire generation of music. So I guess she writes a lot of songs that people like Beyonce, Taylor Swift, Celine Dion, Lady Gaga, Whitney Houston, Britney Spears, Aerosmith. She is like the person behind those songs. We have Snow White. This is the live-action Disney remake of Snow White. We have The Ballad of Wallis Island on Blu-ray, because sometimes we can't get them on DVD. Tiniest, like they put the tiniest font you can imagine. An eccentric lottery winner lives alone on a remote island and dreams of getting his favorite musicians back together, and they accept his invitation to play. And a Minecraft movie. So this is starring Jack Black, and I mean, if you're in the demographic that wants to see it, I mean, like I'm sure a lot of kids will be very excited, and I hear that it's very popular with like teenagers too. Basically, all Minecraft fans are having a lot of fun with it. Okay, on to the nonfiction, the more serious side. We have Original Sin, President Biden's Decline, Its Cover-Up, and His Disastrous Choice to Run Again by Jack Tapper and Alex Thompson. This book has made a big splash in the news, so I'm sure people will be wanting to read it and see for themselves. We have Little Bosses Everywhere, How the Pyramid Scheme Shaped America by Bridget Reed. I have to say, I'm not a big nonfiction person, but I was really intrigued by this. I'm into lots of interest. I'm interested in like economic stuff and how these things work. So, and it's about Mary Kay and Herbalife and multi-level marketing. So we have Spitfires, The American Women Who Flew in the Face of Danger During World War II by Becky Aikman. We have a lot of fans about, in this, I think specific, sometimes there's books that are generally popular everywhere, and then sometimes I feel like libraries have their own uh, little quirks, and we get all these books tend to be really popular. So yes, yeah, it was all in the subtitle. We have The Golden Road by William Dalrymple. Oh, how ancient India transformed the world. This got really good reviews. I was like, I hadn't even really thought about how much India has, it just really, I don't know. The review I read made a really good case of how India has just influenced a ton of stuff in our society and globally, and it's not really gotten a ton of credit as you might think. So finally, there's a book about that. Tina, the Dog Who Changed the World by Niall Harbison. So this is about a dog who the author found in Thailand, since dogs can sometimes dogs are often do not live well in Thailand. So he rescues her, and then she inspires a dog hospital. Jacinda Ardern's new book, A Different Kind of Power, famously the Prime Minister of New Zealand. A lot of politicians write books. Not really sure whether to get them. I will say multiple patrons talking about how they were interested in this book, so figured it's a good fit for us. Turning to Birds, The Power and Beauty of Noticing by Lili Taylor. Most people don't really know birds. So a much needed break from her work as an actor. She started watching and then wrote some essays about it. What is she? I don't really know what she's an actor. Oh, award-winning movie, television, and theater actor. Wild, Wild Ching Sun. Is that what it says? I'm not very good with cursive. Does that even make sense? Wait. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I really flubbed that one. Let's just start over. Wild Thing by. I think the other big problem is I thought that this was all title, and then I don't know. I really flubbed that one. Just complete do over. Wild Thing by Sue Prideaux, A Life of Paul Gauguin. And I actually really love Paul Gauguin's family paintings, and I feel like I've heard through the ether that he has had a very interesting life. So I think a lot of people are really going to be wanting to look at this. I can tell it has the good paper. It definitely has a lot of paintings right in it and photos and stuff to look at. So that's awesome. So I feel bad that I flubbed the title. But yeah, we've never, in my memory, gotten a biography of Paul Gauguin. So that should, I think, appeal to people. Last book. Wasn't that many. I'm still under 10 minutes. The Art Spy, Michelle Young, an extraordinary untold tale of a World War II resistance hero, Rose Valano. Again, a category of books that really goes out well here, so I have high hopes for this one. One courageous woman infiltrated the Nazi leadership to uncover horrific crimes and save the world's most treasured masterpieces. That sounds really intense, really interesting. And that was it. I got through all my books. That was my box. Bye.